Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my video. And I am Sharetha Jackson, and I am just having a ball with these filters. I am. But anywho, let me get into the video or my question of the day. And for this particular question of the day, the individual that I normally follow. Hi, Malia. Can you do that? Well, I don't know if it has to find your face. But right now, Malia, I am doing my question of the day, baby.
Please.
She trying to take over, you guys. It want to find her face. Okay, let's do it after I get done with my question of the day. But Malia, you have to go.
No.
Okay, the question of the day that I'm doing. Hi, Brian. Okay.
Hi, Brian.
Move, Malia. Please move, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I am in the process.
Brian.
Yes, my baby will not get out my video.
I want to do a cat.
Okay, I'll do a cat when I'm done, okay?
No.
Okay, I promise.
No,
Okay.
you're not. You're going to just go in the house and do that.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to have to ignore you for a minute. Because, okay, for this particular...
Mommy.
Malia. Bye. I promise. I promise. Okay. Okay. This question of the day, actually, I am catching up on the question of the day.
Mommy did me.
Okay, Malia. But for Sunday, May the 20th, 2018, Mike did not have a question of the day. What he did was a webinar. So what I did was I asked my daughter, Maya, and she's gone in the house right now. I asked her to give me a question so that a question that I can answer. And so the question that she gave me, she said, Mom, who inspired you? I said, whoa, that's a good question. Oh, that's a good question. Because that's something that I really had to think about. But I also expanded the question, not only who inspired me now, but also who inspired me when I was younger, who inspired me when I was a child. And one thing that really sticks out with me is that when I was older, when I was 18, I had put in my mind that I wanted to go with my education further than what my parents did. My father, he graduated from high school, but he did not actually go to college. My mom, she started out in college, but she never did finish. And so when I graduated from high school, it was my goal to go farther than my parents, or go farther than my mom. And so I pushed myself to go to the local college in my hometown of Flint, Michigan. And that's when I decided to go for my bachelor's degree. And when I was faced with the option of going to college, I said, you know, because you can go to a 4-year college, but I chose to go to a 2-year college first because I said I wanted to take one step at a time, because you never know what can happen between your first year and your 4th year. So I said, okay, I'll go to college, and I went ahead and I got my associate's degree. And when I got my associate's degree, I knew that was just the beginning step for myself, but associate's degree is not where I wanted to stop. But my ultimate goal was just to go for my bachelor's, and I was happy with that, you know. But as I was continuing my education, I realized many people go for a bachelor's degree, and I thought at that time that I could get more opportunities with a master's degree. And so I just inspired myself to go ahead and go farther with my education. I really did not get the inspiration from no one, but I knew I had already surpassed the goal of going past my parents, because my dad, he never went to college, and my mom, she never graduated from college. She never finished. So that was the inspiration for me when I was younger, as a kid or as a teenager. But as I got older, and I will say recently, and I wrote down a couple of notes, one thing or one person who really inspired me, and this one I really just acknowledged it. I was like, well, when Barack Obama became president, you know, that's when I knew. I said, you can become anything that you put your mind to. You can become anything that you set a goal for. So, and I got this little story that when Barack Obama became president, you know, that inspired many people around the world, because I think that was the first time that as many people went out and voted. So him, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. The next day after Barack Obama became president, this is what I did. I sent my son to school in a suit. I did. I sent my son to school in a suit. I think Malik, 2008, I think he was in either kindergarten or the first grade. I forgot what grade Malik was in. But Barack Obama, the Obamas, the whole family, they inspire me, Unfortunately, we don't see them in the news, or we don't see them, in the public eye as much as they were when he was president. But even though he's not in office, he still inspires me. And to this day, others inspire me, such as Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry really inspires me because of the fact that I know a little bit about his story. I know about how when he first started out with his plays, he was defeated with not so many people coming to his shows, but yet and still he never gave up. You want to be a cat too? Okay, my baby is loving this filter, so I'm going to have to put the filter on her at one point in time. But just a minute, Malia. But okay, so also Tyler Perry, he inspired me because of the fact that he never gave up, regardless of all the backlash and regardless of all the non-support that he had when he first started out with his plays. Tyler Perry took his last $500, and put it towards a play where only about 30 people showed up. But he still treated it as if the whole house was a packed house. And, he didn't let that one defeat, discourage him from continue to write his plays. So I get inspiration from understanding and knowing Tyler Perry's story. And then also I'm inspired by, the Oprah Winfrey story. That woman is a phenomenal black woman. And I love it. I love watching her her show now. And talk about Super Soul Sunday, talking about, personal issues, talking about life, asking life questions. And she asks questions that you normally don't ask yourself, or you normally don't, or in the past I had never really asked myself. Okay. And then also other inspirational individuals inspire me that I find on YouTube. I ran across a guy named I think his name Ralph Smart. He's on he has a YouTube channel called Infinite Waters, and he really inspires me. And so that's why I continue. I'm being more persistent to work on my videos and do the things that helps me to become the best version of myself. And like Ralph Smart say, just go ahead and get started, because many times we say we're going to do something and then we put it off, which that leads to procrastination. And I know procrastination kills all dreams. So me watching Ralph Smart on YouTube, it inspires me to become the best version of myself, because he teaches things on YouTube that I had never been taught. I had never learned, so it's a matter of me, gathering the information or seeking out information on my own to continue to inspire myself. And this is something that we have to do, or I have to do on a daily basis, because sometimes negativity can come in your environment, or we have distractions. Like right now, my baby, she wants to be a cat. She likes this filter. But also, once again, who inspires me? I'm gonna tell you one more. So I have a lot of people that do inspire me. I have just a few family and friends that inspire me. Now, one person who really has been inspiring me towards the goals that I desire, or my goals that I have set forth for myself. And I'll say this is an individual, okay? I don't know how, I just know I came across a video on Facebook, and this was last year. It was back in June or July. And so I said, okay, let me look at the video. I looked at the video. I didn't even finish the video. And so I came across the same person again about a week later. I said, okay, let me look at the video. Then I came across the person again. I said, okay, wait a minute now. I keep seeing this person on Facebook, and they're doing something similar to what I have a goal in my life. And so when I came across the person again, I went ahead and I think I inboxed, or no, I friend requested a person. And so I listened more to the videos, and the individual is Mike Chavez. He inspires me. He pushes me. And it was in December is when I actually took the step to go ahead and become a member of Live Masters. Because one thing is, and I say this to my children, is that sometimes, I don't like getting things started that I'm not going to follow through on. And so Live Masters and doing the videos is one thing that have been a challenge for me, because sometimes I'll get started and then Micah inbox me. He said, where you at? Where you at? Because actually, I love doing videos, but it's a matter of me being comfortable in front of the camera. And it's a matter of me just saying, hey, just be myself. And that's me. I'm just being myself, expressing my thoughts. And Mike, he encouraged me to answer the question of the day. Sharetha, come on, you can do it, because he also know my story. He know that I have a message to share. And, one day I will be there. I will be at the point, or I will be at the next level that I desire. And that is being the best version of myself. So I've shared, that's pretty much everyone that has inspired me. Like I said, as a child, I don't know if I would say that it was my parents that inspired me, but it was me that set a goal to be better or go farther in education than what my parents did. And I chose to do that because I know education is something that no one can ever take away from you. And I have 3 degrees, but I also learned that it doesn't take an education. It doesn't take education to go into business, to be an entrepreneur. But I do encourage individuals to get their education, because that's something that you can always fall back on. And like I just said, no one can take your education from you. That's something that you earn. And so, thank you. Other than that, those are the individuals, like I said, those are the individuals who have inspired me. Now, it's also, I'm not going to say that they inspire me, but encourage me, or I get encouraged, or looking at my children, it inspires me to do better so that I can continue to provide for my children. And I really want to give them the things that they desire. But at the same time, I'm also trying to teach them to strive for their own goals, and not to depend on anyone else. So, yeah, I get some inspiration from my children as well. But mostly lately and recently, I've also been inspired by reading different authors' books. One book that really inspired me, and this is let me see, what's his name? Okay, The Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book, or that individual, he's passed away, but he inspired me. What his work, I'm telling you, this man wrote a book that is amazing to me. I'm just amazed. I have to go back and listen to the audio again, because they actually encourage individuals to listen to the audio over and over and over and again. And that's so that the information can sink into your subconscious mind. And I don't mind. I'm hungry to listen to Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. And he has also other books that he has written. Another book that I have not finished, and that was Outwitting the Devil. That has inspired me to actually do the things and that's written in the book, that is to improve my life. And that is part of me being the best version of myself, to better myself. Because actually, until April the 15th of 2016, I never really focused on myself after I graduated from college. After I graduated from college, I was basically just living life. And as Napoleon Hill say, for my interpretation from Napoleon Hill's audio book, when I was just living my life, I was just drifting. I did not continue to set goals. So me listening to Napoleon Hills audio has inspired me to continue to strive for goals in my life and strive for the best version of myself, and that's to continue to better myself. So that pretty much sums it up. Other than that, I'm inspired by other individuals. Now, I will say this: other individuals that I see on Facebook who are following their dreams, who are following their purpose, and who share with the world their journey. That inspires me. And I hope that I can inspire other individuals through my story. I hope that I can inspire other individuals through, I share my struggles. I share my journey, so that I can be an inspiration to somebody else. So other than that, those are the individuals that have inspired me. So I wish everyone have an awesome day. And just as well as I'm posting this video on Live Masters, here go my baby Malia, you guys. Malia's a little upset with me because she wants to be the cat. So now I have to end this video and tend to my baby, my daughter. That's Malia. She's 4 years old. And, she inspires me as well. So I hope everyone have a nice day. Thank you for coming to my video and watching. I hope I have shared a little bit of insight. If maybe this gets you to think, who inspires you? Who inspired you as a child? And then also, who inspires you now as an adult? Thank you, and you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.